Hello fellow YouTubers and welcome. Today I'm on the map Trident and I decided to dust off the Minotaur and give that ship a little bit of love. She's a Royal Navy Tier 10 light cruiser with rapid firing 152s, no HE whatsoever, strong torpedoes with 10km range that can be launched individually. Very strong indeed. 2 sets of 5 aside, so that's 20 torps in potential that you could have in the water. And of course she's got hydro, 5km, and a super heel. But she is made out of glass. I mean, honestly, this ship is the proverbial glass cannon.
Much obliged. Okay,
and we're with a Libertad, a Schlieflin, Jean Bart, a Golden Lion, and a Shimakaze. Okay. And we're up against a Marceau, a Hindenburg, a Petro, Los Andes, Colombo. Oh my god, Colombo's going to be scary, and a Libertad. I'm going to turn the chat on. I'm feeling chatty. Let's have the battle chat on. Usually it's full of toxic tripe, if I'm honest. But we might get a civil conversation out of these people, you never know. Weirder things have happened, right? Okay, so my Shimakaze's moaning already. He's talking about the smoke, isn't he? He was going to smoke me. Okay, alright. I didn't hear the first part of that conversation, mate, but... I assume you were going to smoke the corner, but you're worried about the Petro. Look, spot Pedro, right? Just Pedro. He knows what I mean. Yeah, Pedro. Fuck, nice typo. I'm trying to do a professional channel here, for God's sake. I say. Here comes the Marceau. Okay, he's in for a little shock, isn't he? I'm supported here by Jean Bart and a Libertad, and this guy's decided to go in strong. He wants that Shimakaze dead, doesn't he? Clearly. We totally whiffed that. I thought he was going full speed. He's not going quite full speed. Okay. Shimakaze torp got him. That could have been fun, but he's gone, and it's probably for the best because the Colombo has just hoved into view, and I am not smoked or protected. I mean, the Petro is on the other flank, as I've just highlighted on the minimap to my Shimakaze friend, so he could have dropped the smoke. That would have been useful, but turns out we didn't need it anyway. So you are forgiven, sir, and of course, thanked. I thank you for lighting the Marceau. Okay. Oh, we're just going to do a little... Now look at that for a turn and a rudder shift and a tight turn. We just managed to do a complete turn in this tiny bit of space. And I now have... Oh, I said 5, didn't I? It's 4 aside, so 16 torps, not 20. Oops. Keep drinking the gin. Keep drinking the gin. Okay, so we have 16 fish in the water. It has been a while, actually. I should play this ship more, but if I'm brutally honest, every time I play her, it feels like I'm about to have a heart attack. She's a very difficult ship to keep alive. And you use your priority targets, you use islands, you try to stay angled for the right targets and literally broadside for others. There's nothing funnier than watching those AP shells thump through your hull and go straight out the other side because he basically got overpens because his shells didn't arm. So she is a very difficult ship to juggle. You've got to know what you're doing. I'm trying the island here. Should be able to get some shells out, but the Los Andes seems to have managed to avoid most of that. Oh, the range on the torpedoes is definitely 10 kilometers, by the way. I can absolutely confirm that. But since we're here in strength, the enemy fleet has fled north. They don't want to play yet, which is fair enough. Meanwhile, the Petro is slowly moving down the 9 line. And their Libertad just took out our Schlieffelen, who was in mid, in a crossfire trap. Now, if you look at the mini-map, can you see the dead Schlieffelen at F6? Can you see why he died? Well, if you can't, I'll tell you. Basically, he was surrounded, utterly surrounded. He sailed into a crossfire trap and got himself killed. He would have been better off probably either hiding behind the island at G6 and waiting for something like the Petro to push C and then obliterating it with his strong secondaries, torpedoes and guns. That would have been fine. Or, I guess he could have joined us. That would have been okay too. But someone had to cap C, didn't they? And I imagine it was him. No, I would have tucked it behind the islands. That island in mid. Okay, we're getting some hits on the Colombo. Now you see I can fire from here without getting lit. Now I'm lit. Hindenburg just popped his nose out from behind that island over there, so now they're aware of me. So I stopped firing and I disengage. Because if I continue to fire, they're going to focus me down. Colombo just fired at me, see? Here comes the pain. There we go. Then we move away. And the Los Andes had a crack as well. Yeah. So, like I said, we're pretty fragile, so we have to be careful. The Colombo is now pushing into A. Our Shima is heading towards B cap. He's found a gap in their line, and he's taking full advantage of it. I like this guy. That takes some courage. Good job. He's going to wait for the Los Andes to lose interest, I reckon, and then he's going to take the cap. And the Libertad just took down our Golden Lion, and things are now looking a little bit stressful, aren't they? It was all going so well. Odd. And now I've got Colombo bearing down on me. Okay. The ships that are going into sea are not quite within my gun range, which means I can stay dark behind this island. If I can get it right. Okay, we get some shells into the Colombo there. We're getting some numbers. We're finally getting some numbers. Torps look okay. No, he's seen them. He's seen them. Big gap there as well, isn't there? I'd be amazed if they actually hit with one of those. No. Okay. There's just 2 of us left. Okay, it's 2v4. I'll take that challenge. Okay, and he's firing sap at me from his front. Okay, Super Heel, do thy work. I guess there's some good news. If he uses sap on me, he can't citadel me. Which is something, I suppose. And this island is covering my citadel anyway. You see, that's something else you need to know. I don't think people talk about this enough. You see that low bit of island to my left? That was concealing my citadel, meaning any shells that arced over the top of the island wouldn't hit me in the citadel unless they were fired from very, very long range with a high parabola. If in these short-range fights, from sort of 12 kilometers and less, they're going to struggle to hit your citadel because the island is covering it. So you can do what I'm doing right now and get away with it, as long as there's no other ships nearby to crossfire you. A bit worried about their Libertad. Meanwhile, our Shimakaze is taking B. Good lad. You know, this is winnable. This is winnable. If Ashima carries on playing the way he's playing, I think we can win this. He's good, isn't he? Yeah. I love the debate we were having over the smoke. That was just awesome. I didn't even have my chat turned on, so he was literally talking to himself for the first part. My wife does that to me all the time, you know. Anyhow, literally we were in a shop the other day and I was talking to her, thinking she was behind me, and I turned around and I was talking to an old lady who was responding in kind, and my wife was nowhere to be seen. Lovely lady, though. Lovely lady. We had a good conversation. Terribly polite. Lovely person. Okay, so do we get him? Do we get him? Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, look, Shima, if you're going to play well, I'm going to have to play well too. Yes, we were on Team Arsehole, you're absolutely right. But no matter. I guess we'll win this for you guys, no matter how angry you get in chat. At least I'm going to try. God, I've got a Libertad now. Taking on a Columbo wasn't easy, but we had an island advantage.
Victory is in sight.
I haven't got RPF on this ship yet either, but I have other tools at my disposal, like the hydro and the radar, to tell me where the targets are on the other side of the island. RPF would just be the icing on the cake, as it were. Okay, we're just going to get some upper deck hits in if we can. Yeah, okay. Again, I'm using the side of the island to protect my citadel. This island is absolutely perfect for this sort of thing. It's a really good island.
Problem solved, sir.
Now I'm killing rocks. Shit. Okay, so he's going to try and take A. How are we doing for points? Well, we are ahead on points. Shimakaze's come down and is now capping B. Or C. No, I do, excuse me, C. He just took B. The Los Andes is just taking it back, and now the Shima's rather cheekily taking C. Excellent. Which will keep the pressure on. We win in 2 minutes, apparently. I still can't believe this, but here we are. Okay, a little bit of Minotaur magic and a little bit of Shima magic. And isn't teamwork great? Isn't it amazing what you can accomplish when you work as a team? You can be horribly outnumbered and you can still win a match. Okay, I said this isn't one yet. Oh, yeah, I've jinxed it again, haven't I? But no. I really need to stop doing that. Libertad. What are we going to do with you? I'll put some torpedoes out here. And here. That's my prediction. Now we're going to use the incredible Royal Navy acceleration. The incredible Royal Navy acceleration. Okay, yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. Thank God for super heals, is all I'm saying. Now the torps actually look pretty good, but he's gone dark.
Good show.
Yeah, no, I'm impressed with you, mate. Well played.
I owe you one.
I think we've got this. I do believe we've got this. What's going on with the torps? Why haven't I hit him with a torpedo? Shima dealt with the other guys, so I'd like to deal with this guy, please, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. He avoided those. Somehow. Big balls, mate. Yes, I have big balls, which are rapidly shrinking as we speak. That Libertad could still get me. But we've got the island. We can disengage now. We can use the island and just disengage. That's probably the safest thing to do. I don't want to stuff this up. They have 2 caps. But I think we've won. Yeah.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, I'm disengaging, mate. What a game. This has been nuts. Yeah, I'm running like hell because my balls have shrunk, chat. They have shrunk and ridden up into my body and vanished. The Libertad scared the living daylights out of me, if I'm honest. Maybe this is why I don't play the Minotaur very often. It's exciting. It is exciting if you want to feel young again. The Minotaur's the dude to play. Oh my god. Well, younger. Anyway, I'm not that old. Anyway, yes, well played, my man. Well played. Awesome game. Awesome. Okay. We almost qualified for Silver League. Let's go. Alright, so how did that pan out? Okay. I've got to say you played really well, sir. Very well indeed. Yeah. I'm going to give you 2 compliments because I thought you played that well. Okay. There's the breaks. We got 88,000 on the Colombo and 51,000 on the Libertad. 142,000 total, 47,000 with the torpedoes. I probably should play this ship more. Light cruisers are really, really fun. If a little too exciting at times, maybe. Okay, so that's the score. That's the breakdown. You know what? Let's take it back to port, and I'll show you the build. I'll just quickly show you that. Thank you, sir. Yeah, it's nice to be complimented. It doesn't happen very often in this game. There you go. That's the build. And that's what I do. That's where I'm going. That's my destination, if you like, for the finish with Jack Dunkirk. Okay. And if we have a look at equipment. Okay, that's the equipment. And that just leaves me to say thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this match as much as I did playing it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.